Okay, so I know what you might be thinking, another black bean recipe on the internet. But hold on, because these are not your average veggie burgers. Today, I'm taking you on a flavor vacation that you never asked for with these Cuban-inspired black bean burgers. So they're actually a little sweet, a little citrusy, a little smoky, just all the things. But of course, the best part is that they're low in calorie density, they're high in fiber, and they are perfect for weight loss. So what that essentially means is that you get all the flavor and satisfaction of a veggie burger without derailing your weight loss goals. So if you're trying to eat more but weight less, then this recipe is for you. All right, guys, so we're gonna start this recipe off by making our chia egg. So basically you're just throwing 1 tablespoon of chia seed into a blender. You're gonna grind it up, and then you're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of water, mix it up, and then you're gonna set it aside for 5 minutes or, until you have all the other ingredients prepared. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and start prepping for these bean burgers. So if you're a follower of mine, you know that I always make my beans from scratch. If you'd like to know how I make them, I will have a video posted in my description box below that you can go check out when this one is done. So I had those beans already kind of defrosting, but I just popped them in the microwave for about another 30 seconds to do the trick. So I'm just going ahead and throwing that in a bowl and semi-mashing them. I like leaving a little bit of texture to them. So next we're gonna go ahead and add in some pineapple. Now, if this grosses you out, then just omit this ingredient. But if you are, one of those, you love pineapple on your pizza, you are going to love this in the burger. So I basically just strained a 1/2 cup of pineapple, and you really want to make sure that you squeeze out as much liquid as you can. So I just put it through a fine mesh strainer, and that seemed to do the trick just fine. So here I'm just going ahead and adding in a little bit of red onion. Oh, I should also mention that don't worry about writing down any of the ingredients. I will have everything posted in my description box below. So when the video is done, you can just go down there and take a quick screenshot and you will have the recipe. So from there, I just added in those onions as well as a little bit of garlic, smoked paprika, ground cumin, allspice. I know, a little bit weird, but it works. The zest of 1 lime. Now this right here is everything in these burgers. It just brings so much brightness and flavor to these burgers. You are going to be so surprised. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of lime juice just to follow up that zest, as well as some maple syrup. So it's totally up to you if you want to add any sweetener to this recipe. I think that it balances everything else out, but if you are sugar-free or you just don't want to have any added sugar, you can leave that out. Next, I'm just going ahead and adding some salt into taste. And now we're going to go ahead and create some oat flour. Please don't buy any. It is so expensive and it's so easy to make it yourself. Literally all you have to do is just blend up whatever the amount of oats that's required for the recipe and you have your oat flour. So I was just mixing all those wet ingredients to start before I added the oat flour, and here I'm just adding in a little bit of regular oats, quick oats, and that just gives it a little bit of texture. So there I'm going ahead and adding in that chia egg that we made in the beginning of this video, and we're just going to go ahead and give everything a really good mix. Actually, I shut off the camera at a certain point and I just dug right in with my hands, and this is the texture it should be by the time it's all coming together. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. This step is really important because it will solidify even more. All right, guys, so while those are cooking, guess whose birthday it is? Yours truly. So I am 43 years old today. Hard to believe, the time just goes so fast, but I'm always here for it. I love aging gracefully. I love aging, period. It's a blessing, isn't it? So anyways, in the spirit of my birthday today, of course, you guys know I'm going to celebrate right along with you. And that is that I'm running a major sale on all of my weight loss recipe ebooks. So if you are also aging and you would like to do so gracefully as well, and you're in need of some more oil-free, whole food, plant-based recipes that are not only good for health, but also specifically designed for weight loss, then you are not going to want to miss this, because this might be honestly the biggest sale I have ever run yet. And that is that all 6 of my weight loss recipe ebooks are on sale as a bundle for only $10. $10. That's literally putting each of my books at only $1 and change. And to give some perspective to that, some of my books like Shake Off the Weight or Spud Skinny, which are 2 of my most popular weight loss recipe ebooks, they retail for $12.99 and $16.99 at their original prices. So that gives you an idea of how crazy this sale is. And might I add, these were the exact recipes that I personally was eating to get 60 pounds off. So I'm really confident in saying that they work. And if you're new here, you should know that my mission is always to make all of my recipes taste flavorful. Even though we're limiting the fat and we're eating plant-based, that does not mean that you have to eat bland and boring food. This bundle, you are going to get over 200 super easy, delicious whole food plant-based recipes for only $10. And on top of that, because I'm feeling quite generous, I will be doing a huge giveaway. So make sure you stick to the end of this video to find out the details of what that is. So anyways, if you want to check out that sale, celebrate with me for my birthday, I will have the link to that in my description box below. But for now, let's go check out those burgers and give them a try. Ooh, I'm excited to try these. All right, guys, so this has been chilling in the fridge for 30 minutes and look how much it's firmed up. Sorry about my camera being a little fuzzy here. I actually got it dirty because of my hands and cooking and just, doing too many things at one time. But anyways, now it is time to make these patties and bring this recipe together. So I'm actually just using the top part of a large mason jar. You just take the insert out, you line it with some plastic wrap, and then you put the bean mixture in it, spread it out evenly, and it literally creates the most perfect burger. Check these out. Like, they're all the same size, which means they're all gonna cook nice and evenly. And can I just say that they are so aesthetically pleasing as well? They literally look like something that you would have purchased at the supermarket. Like, they're just so amazing. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these in the oven. Now, in this video, I ended up cooking them two different ways. So one was the oven method and one was the air fryer method. And again, don't worry about it. I'm gonna have the directions posted in my description box below. So if you're wanting to throw them in the air fryer or the oven, I will have the directions for both. But I will say, this is how the air fryer ones turned out. Now, if you like them a little bit crispier on the edges and softer in the middle, the air fryer is your go-to. So I'm gonna go ahead here and give this a taste test because I was really curious to see the difference between the two of them. I actually had given up my air fryer. I'm using my mom's right now, and I was so pleasantly pleased with the taste of this burger. Again, it has that like golden crispiness and, really nice moist soft texture on the inside. I mean, there's nothing to not like about it. It was incredible. All right, so these are the burgers that are going in the oven. So of course they're gonna take a little bit longer than the burgers that we put in the air fryer, but they're just as easy to make. And honestly, when I ended up throwing this burger together using the oven version bean burgers, I was so impressed. So there, I'm just topping it with a little bit of this like lemon kale salad. There's the burger, just a little bit of tomato, red onion, a little bit of pickle, a little bit of mustard, whatever you like. That's just what I had and what I like. But of course you can top it however you want to, but check this burger out. I mean, you don't even need to know how to cook good and you will look like you are like a top chef making this recipe. It is absolutely incredible. You do not need to be vegan. You do not need to be whole food plant-based to enjoy this. So as you can see, I already got started right there a little bit early on that burger. I loved it. And I have to say, out of the two versions, I surprisingly liked the oven version even a little bit better than the air fryer. But with that being said, in fairness, both are incredible. So anyways, guys, I hope you give this recipe a try. And as promised, if you made it to the end of the video, then the bonus surprise is that the first 10 people, that's right, 10 people that go click the link to that amazing birthday sale will be getting that 6-book bundle for absolutely free. And for the rest of you, take advantage of that awesome sale. All 6 books are only $10 for the next 48 hours only to celebrate my birthday. So anyways, happy birthday to me and thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.